Hey everybody, it's Riley here, and today we're going to talk about studying, which is more commonly known as stud-dying. I'm totally kidding, it doesn't need to be like that. As someone who's been done with school for over a year now, I honestly miss studying. In college, I really got my groove figured out with studying, and it was kind of dare I say, fun. What I mostly learned is that we all learn differently and we retain information differently. There are so many variables in what it takes for a person to learn successfully. The subject, the task at hand, the required outcome, all fit together and can be tweaked to figure out how exactly you need to study. Before or after you continue reading, watching, listening to this, whatever you're doing, I encourage you to go take this test that I linked to figure out your learning style. So studying doesn't always mean memorization. It can mean reading, it can mean doing an assignment, playing a game. Like I said, the act of studying totally depends on what you're studying. For a vocab test, you're usually pretty much stuck with plain old memorization, but there's ways you can spice it up, make it fun. A lot of my classes in college were discussion based, so a lot of my studying was primarily researching a topic and practicing what I knew about it enough so that I felt like I could engage in a class discussion and actually have something of quality to offer. I didn't necessarily need to memorize every aspect of a topic, but I needed to know enough off the top of my head to contribute and have an intelligent opinion. Studying can also look like practicing or rehearsing a presentation, which I did a lot of as well. As a communications major, my studying looked a lot different than my friends who might be studying psych or a STEM major or something that's more you need to know this information like the back of your hand based, whereas my communications major was a lot more presentational and random, get really good at a random topic based and performance based, honestly. So no matter what you study, how you do in school, how your grades turn out, don't let anyone bug you about the way you study because everyone studies differently. I got a lot of crap throughout college, you never do homework, you never study, and it's but I do. Mine just looks different and it's not as anal as yours. If you're the type of person who needs to rewrite a note card over and over again until it sticks, then do it, and don't let someone tell you that you're trying too hard or that it shouldn't be that difficult, because when it did come to memorization, for me that's the only way I can remember is if I write it down physically with my hand over and over again, which takes a lot of time and effort, but that's what I had to do. If you need to make up songs to remember an equation, then let your inner songwriter shine. If you retain information simply by reading it, then God bless you, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not trying hard enough. What works for you might not work for everyone else. What works for everyone else might not work for you. Don't put each other down because all of our brains are wired differently. We are all trying to reach the same ends, which is gaining knowledge, and whatever means it takes to get to that is fine. It's gonna be fine, you guys. Studying is an important life skill, and once you're done with school, you don't stop studying. It's good for you to keep you on your toes, and it'll keep you sharp forever. Before I scored the job I currently have, I was nannying, and I had to do a ton of research on the baby's age whom I was nannying because he had all kinds of interesting quirks that I wasn't familiar with, and I wanted to make sure I could be the best nanny for him, and I wanted to make sure he could be as comfortable and as happy as a baby as possible with me. So even nannying, even a job that doesn't require a degree, studying still came in handy. I would hate for y'all to dread studying because it's such an important life skill, and it should make you feel empowered. So take the quiz, figure out your groove, do some research, find some little things you can do that can help you study that you haven't maybe tried before, and see how it goes. Okay? Sweet. Peace.